27th Aquarius babies. How are you doing? I hope all of you are doing well. I am here, Beautiful Intuitive Guided Tarot, to come back as I promised to give you guys my gift to you, your 3-part bonus weekly reading. All right? I really hope that you guys birthday, your special day has been going well. I hope you are having fun, and I will try not to keep you too long. But like I said, I wanted to give you guys some insight, a little heads up as to what you can expect in all the 3 areas that you're probably curious about. And like I said, it is 3 parts, which means that the reading will be broken down into 3 different areas of your life. We're going to start off first with your personal and spiritual growth development to see what is going on there. Next, we're going to do the love and relationship reading, and then we will round out with your job, career, money, finance, as I believe some of you are always eager to know what's going on there in that area. Okay, now just for emphasis, I do want to say that this 3-part reading is still a general. The only difference is that it's targeted, meaning that unlike my regular general readings during the week, it's whatever comes out that I speak upon the messages. But with this, it's targeted because I am asking specifically what is going on in those targeted areas that I just mentioned, but still know that it may resonate with you, all 3 parts, maybe 2 of them, maybe 1 of them, maybe none of it. If it doesn't resonate at this time, always be open to understand that energies have a way to shift. And if it's something that you are not connecting with momentarily, this could pop up in the next week, couple of days, or even within the month. So as long as you are open to understanding how energies work, then you wouldn't be disappointed, so to speak, if you say, well, that's not really resonating with me at this time. Always allow the energies to kind of organically play its way out, if that makes sense. Okay, guys? So without further ado, let us get started with your reading. And before I get started, as you can see, in addition to me giving you your bonus birthday reading, I have here a virtual cupcake for you guys. I have chocolate, so for those of you chocolate lovers, because it didn't have vanilla. Always try to get vanilla because it's like a universal color, but it doesn't matter, right? It's just the thought of just me putting into having something special for you guys to honor your special day. So as you can notice, I have a green candle here to represent my masculine energies, and then over to the left I have the pink candle representing my feminine energies who are celebrating their born day for today. Alright, so I'm going to move that over. And so guys, let's get right into it. Let's talk about the first area of your life. So the first area that we are going to chime into for you guys is your personal spiritual growth development. And so the overall message when I pulled out your cards was this: stop resisting your true self, believe in your own power, that you overcome any challenges. Your determination will result in overall success. Your dreams, goals, is attainable and reachable. Believe in what feels right for you and you only. Make it happen. All right? So just keep that in mind. That was the overall energy that I got when I pulled cards for this area. So the first card that came out to start off your reading, here we have the 7 of Fire, which is equivalent to your regular tarot as your 7 of Wands. So this energy right here just kind of represents the energy that you guys are in right now, and hopefully as we shift out toward the end of the reading that you guys will be in this energy. You see that this is someone here, a masculine. It could very well be by all means a feminine energy. We do know that there's no gender specific when it comes to tarot. Most times it's the energy that is behind it. But if you happen to see a masculine energy, it could very well be my divine feminine energies as well that's being represented by this imagery of this person, okay, that is standing, holding on to a wand, standing in their power, standing tall, if you will, okay, because there has been challenges that you guys have been dealing with lately, okay? And it might have started a few months ago, back in 2022. All right, I know we're in 2023 and not going back to the past, but I'm just speaking upon that some of you might have been dealing with some issues within yourself when it comes to your personal growth and you evolving. So when you are in the Seven of Wands energy, it represents that you have had to fight for believing, pretty much going back to your overall energy, believing in your own power, believing what feels right for you. Okay, so we're going to go in further with the cards and see how the rest of the energy of the cards coincide with that Seven of Wands. Okay, so the first card that came out for you guys was the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles, for those of you that look at these videos and by now maybe understand the cards, you know that Ace of Pentacles is one of the best minor arcana cards to come out because it speaks about opportunity. It speaks about something that is coming towards you. Now, at the same time, it also kind of lets me know that you guys have been, though, your self-esteem haven't been where you want it to be, or it's not where it should be. You know, in life, we all sometimes can have low self-esteem of oneself because we lack confidence. And it can be in any area that we are dealing with. So this can represent, being that we are speaking about personal spiritual growth, this could very well mean when it comes to money, maybe our mindset. Maybe we don't think much of what it is that we deserve in life when it comes to the things that we are looking for, right? But at the same time, the Ace of Pentacles is showing you that once you do the inner working and you believe in yourself, build up your self-esteem by working into your inner knowing, then opportunities will come to be. But a lot of times we are our own self-enemy. We are the ones that sometimes hold ourselves back, and when we do that, we are in fact resisting to understanding that we deserve something, but at the same time, what it's going to do, it's going to put a block or interference in getting something that we are all deserving of, right? So when it comes to Pentacles, and it comes to just understanding that on the grand scheme of things, we have to be optimistic, we have to be positive in our own future, right? So that's what I get based upon the Ace of Pentacles, right? Because the Ace, it shows I'm willing to give you, I'm willing to open up doors for you in whatever area. But if you are resistant to it and you are fighting and you are not conquering over those challenges that I spoke about, then in fact you are doing what? You're holding yourself back, right? So we got to kind of get you out of that low self-esteem to understand that what's yours is meant for you because you deserve it, as we all do, right? Never sell yourself short, right? So you want to come out of that low self-esteem energy. Now moving over, we have here the Death and Rebirth card. So it shows me that you guys are, it's almost like you between, what's the saying? Crossroads. Because a part of you wants to work on yourself, to evolve, because you know deep inside there is something more. There is something else that I feel I was meant to do, right? So you're at crossroads. You're between changing, but then you go back to feeling like, is it really sure? So you're questioning, you are doubting your progression moving forward toward the future. But taking that leap of faith by going through your own metamorphosis, if you will, it's going to give you a bright outcome. Because if you really zoom in, you might have to zoom in if you can. When you go through this death and rebirth, it means a transformation. But you're going through an internal metamorphosis. And sometimes when we go through these type of changes, we don't understand. And sometimes it's not meant for us to understand the changes that we go through. As long as we just have faith in the process, that when it's time for us to make some personal changes within ourselves, we need to believe it. Because why? Again, going back to that Ace of Pentacles, it's also assistance from our support. And what is that? From our spiritual team, from our angels, whoever your belief system is, whoever it is that you look to as your highest source power, they are also helping us to go through changes in our life. Changes can't just come by just us alone. We need that support, that guidance that comes from the universe as well, to kind of give us a sense of the direction we need to go. And believe me, when they have their hands in it, they will not fail you. They will only lead you to what's best for you, because each of us collectively, we all have our own path. We all have our own calling, right? So what does it take for us to do? To go within ourselves, right? And to kind of delve in deeper to see and understand what it is. And we can only do that in a very meditative state, in a quiet space, because there is where we heed and hear the voice of the higher being to let us know, to give us a hint, a nudge. This is the way for you. Now, it's up to us if we take it, reject it, or accept it, right? Because at the end, we all have free will. But at the same time, if it's something that is coming toward us from the highest source, it is always going to be what? For our highest good, whether we believe it or not, right? So this change, as you can see, it shows you and confirms as you come out from this low self type of energy of not being sure as to what you want to do and where you want to go. Long as you don't stop, okay? As long as you don't stop altogether, as you continue to journey on and transform, you see that there's a bright white light up ahead, which signifies that as long as you hold the course and stay focused, you will be able to overcome this challenge, to overcome whatever it is that's keeping you from moving ahead. Because once you arrive and you are done with your transformation, you're going to come out so renewed, and you're going to come out understanding, and it's going to be clear what your path or what your next step is in terms of your internal growth. But because this particular area also speaks about your spiritual growth, it's going to also help transform you and give you clarity into what your spiritual growth is about, or your destiny, right? Because once you understand your personal evolving, you are able to understand your personal involving as well. They both go hand in hand. They work together. And then once you have mastered or have gotten knowledge and clarity about your spiritual growth or your spiritual journey, then that make you become more of helping you elevate your own personal growth to becoming a better version of yourself, if that makes sense, right? So you see, they do connect and they do work hand in hand. So if you guys are at crossroads and you are trying to figure things out, it's okay to kind of not be clear. But whatever you do, do not give up. Continue to journey on, and know that while you're going through that, you also might have interruptions or distractions along the way. Maybe there's people that's around you, whether it be friends or family members, that's maybe distracting you or putting something in your ear that's telling you to go another way, but deep down, that's not the way you want to go because it doesn't feel right to you. But you know that there's something else that is trying to give you a detour from what it is that you are being told, right? And it's telling you to go with your own intuition. Trust the process. And speaking about intuition, actually you did get the High Priestess to clarify this, and we're going to get to that momentarily. So you have to go what feels right. If something feels right, then it's meant for you. But if it doesn't feel right and there's doubt, then more than likely there is something there, and you have to pay attention to the signs and the symbols that you get when it comes to elevating yourself to your highest good. Okay, so I hope that was clear enough for you to understand. Now, as we moved over to the next card, we have here your energy coming through. We have the Star card. The Star card is you, Aquarius. The star represents Aquarius, right? And it's talking about shining. It's meant for you to shine in whatever capacity and whatever area of your life. It's meant for you to seek success. It's meant for you to be happy. But again, like I said, sometimes we are our own blockage type of bandage, because we somehow don't see it, or we don't believe that we deserve it. And sometimes by holding on to that type of attitude, It's going to block our success of what we should have, right? We all deserve happiness. We all deserve success in life, in whatever area that may be. One area might call for, one area might be more successful than the next area. And maybe one area maybe need more excitement, more success. So you work on what is best for you. And you would know how it will apply for you individually, okay? But your energy pops up, and I love it when we have a sign that pops up, because it really represents the energy, and it just shows you that with you showing up in your reading here, it really shows you that if you don't give up, you will attain and achieve what it is that you're looking for on a soul level, right? So that's what the star represents. But next to it, from the bottom of the card, you guys as well got the Magician card. The Magician card is the power that you have in yourself. You have in yourself. Exude that magician type of attitude and kind of change things the way you want to. But this Magician card also represents you having the power that if you believe in yourself, you can make anything possible. You can manifest, you can pray about what it is that you want. If you are battling and struggling with finding out your true soul purpose, if you need help in an area that you see that you are struggling with, well, manifest, pray. Go to your highest source and let them help you to guide you. But ultimately, know that the power lies within you. All of us have the power to change this narrative of our story for the positive. But if you don't believe in your own magic, it's not going to work for you. You have to believe in your own magic. That's the energy and the message of the Magician. Okay? So keep that in mind. Now, we're going to shift down to now clarify the Ace of Pentacles, the Devil, I'm sorry, not the Devil, the Death and Rebirth, and the Star card. We're going to clarify what and why the Ace of Pentacles came out. So speaking earlier about your intuition, you got the High Priestess. So whether you're masculine or feminine, use your intuition. We all have it. Again, when it talks about belief, you have to believe in your own insight. You got to believe in your own sense of intuition. This is why sometimes you will see that other people's intuition is more heightened and stronger, is because they believe in what they feel, right? And when you don't, and you look at it as, oh, it's something that is just happening, it's just for the moment, and then you brush it off, that means that you didn't believe in it. You thought it was a joke. But you never know that whatever your intuition or your hunch is telling you, always listen to it, because it could be something very significant, and if you're not on top of it or trusting it, it's not going to work for you, okay? So with the High Priestess, it's showing you, believe in your own magic. Believe in what you feel. Believe in the path that you feel is right for you, and not the path of what other people is trying to tell you. Because overall, I do feel and sense that some of you are kind of like struggling. You are between wanting to make internal changes of yourself, but as well you want to understand what is your spiritual path as well. Some of you have perhaps started your own spiritual awakening, and so you're getting enlightenment on so many levels, but at the same time you are dealing with other factors at play. Like I said, it could be disruptions, it could be distractions, it could just be a lot of talk in your ear that's kind of diverting you from what it is that you know in your heart feels right? So in life, sometimes when we are ready and we have started our own personal evolving toward becoming the best version of ourselves, sometimes we do have to kind of step back from people, whether it be family, our friends, and focus on our purpose, because we all have a purpose. But unless you take that time out to really seek it and see what it is, and you allow distractions to continue to distract you, you're not going to never find it. Okay? Now, as we move over to clarify the Death and Rebirth, we have the Queen of Wands, right? So this goes, to me, this is about empowerment, that you have the power within you to stand tall, to overcome those trials and tribulations and whatever challenges that you seek, because ultimately you will come out the winner, right? So despite those challenges, you're always going to feel, once you say, you know what, these challenges is before me, but they are just there, and they are just there temporarily. Never feel that challenges is meant to stay in your life permanently. Challenges is there to only be there temporarily. But again, we have to be strong enough to know that we can overcome it. No matter how deep, no matter how strong it is, we can overcome it. It's all in your mindset. And how you alter your mindset will give you the spirit and the energy and the attitude that the Queen of Wands is representing. This could also represent the King of Wands for my masculine out there. So again, it's all about empowerment. Again, knowing what feels right, you taking the lead of your own destiny, taking the lead, right? Because, you know, a Queen and Wand, they take the lead, right? They are leaders. They are representing their status as someone of integrity, but as well knowing what it is that they want and how they do it, right? They don't have that low esteem of themselves, right? They have put in the inner work to elevate themselves to their highest potential, right? That makes sense, right? And next to it, for the bottom, we did get the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is showing you that you can, because it was right under the Queen of Wands, right? So the Five of Swords showing up next to it or underneath, it just shows you that, again, you have what it takes to overcome whatever problems and struggles you might be dealing with. And a lot of it has to do with our internal struggles, right? And again, when we keep on dealing with our internal struggles, it will make us feel less empowered, but also it can confuse us, right? But the Five of Swords here represents conflict, as I mentioned before, that we can be our own enemy. So this represents internal conflict, excuse me, right? One second. So we have to be able to rise above, come out on top, and know that at the end, it's in us to overcome whatever challenges and situations that might be going on with us. We have the power. We always have the power. Never let anybody tell you you don't, or make you feel that you can't overcome, because then you have given them your power, and you never want to give your power away to other people, right? So you got to hold on to your own power, right? Now, to clarify the Star card, guess what? The Ace of Pentacles came out again. Remember, it started off your reading with the Ace of Pentacles, and it's ending out your reading as we're coming toward the end. It ends out with the Ace of Pentacles. So even though this is not a major arcana, this is one of your most powerful minor arcana cards, because it speaks about, again, ascertaining, achieving whatever this new opportunity is, or whatever it is that you're trying to begin or start. And it kind of takes me back to the Death card, because the Death card is also, when it speaks about ending something but rebirth, starting again. And the Ace of Pentacles represents a start, a new start, right? So in terms of what you may think about what's going on in your life, whether it be about your job, your career, your money situation, it can even be a love. Whatever this represents for you, you would know what start you are trying to move ahead. But because this is about your personal and spiritual growth, as I said, you guys have already begun your own spiritual awakening, your own transformation. There's a metamorphosis that is in fact taking place within you. And so all you have to do, according to this double confirmation of this Ace of Pentacles, is just be open to understand that it is time now for you to allow this transformation to continue on, and not allow any blockades, any swords, any type of resistance to get in your way as you move ahead. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. Now, Coming down to the very end, I wanted to pull out, this is kind of also speaking more upon your spiritual evolution, as you will. And I pulled two cards, well, I actually pulled one, and I took the one from the bottom, from your soul's journey deck. And the first card that came out was humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. And how fitting, because again, when we are internalizing our growth, sometimes we take it too seriously, or it could be that we are overthinking it, because I know air signs like your Aquarius, sometimes you guys analyze things too much, right? You know that. You analyze things too much, you are overthinkers, and sometimes you are very stuck into the mental mind. And it's nothing wrong, but it calls for balance, because when you overdo something, it's not balanced. But at the same time, if you're too serious, then this is why this card came out. It's time for you guys to kind of pull back a little bit. Take things a little bit on a lighter type of airy type of spirit. Everything is not so, don't make things, it may appear challenging, but sometimes we can take things more than what it is. Okay? I hope I said that correctly. Sometimes when we think about things, it's not as bad as you may think. So basically, it's just saying, bring humor. Think about things from a lighter perspective while you are going through your transformation. And the card that came out behind that, or was at the bottom, was self-esteem. And this is what we were speaking about earlier, right? About your self-esteem. It says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. But it starts from what? Within. It starts from you first. Once you get control and understand that, and you work on yourself, then you are able to, then you will know how to deal with people. Whether it be family, whether it be friends. You will know how to deal with other people. You would know when your no means no and your yes means yes. But at the same time, you're not losing yourself. Don't never lose yourself because you are getting a lot of, opinions from other people. No, because when you do that, you lose yourself. But while you are uplifting yourself and elevating yourself, at the same time, you have the balance to know when you do interact and connect with people, it will be a level of balance. Because this way you would know, thank you, but no thank you, right? Moving on. This is for me, or this is the way that I'm moving toward. And then you will see that your esteem as well is beginning to increase, right? So always be reminded that it starts from the inside. And what shows inside, it will exude outside. And then other people as well will respect your boundaries, okay? Now, we move over to the next card, your next oracle positive affirmation coming from the starry beginnings deck. This card here says, walk your own journey. This was very fitting. I was so excited when this came out because I really don't know what cards come out, but I love it when all the cards correlate, when it puts together the cohesiveness of what is going on. So this says, walk your own journey. It is essential to stay on your own path. And didn't we just speak about that? Walk your own path. We all have our path, but your path might not be the next person. And the next person's path is not yours. So we all have our own individual path, but we have to start it. We have to activate that journey. And once we start, we should not stop. We should continue, right? With the death and rebirth. Once we start that path, and only then will we see the other side to it. And the other side will be like your star card that came out. It will bring you success. It will bring you clarity, right? And now the last card that came out to kind of confirm all of this, if you continue to walk your path, what will be the ultimate outcome? You guys, the card that came out from your Sacred Traveler deck says infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. It takes me back to the Ace of Pentacles, because the Ace of Pentacles is about abundance as well. It's about new beginnings, but it speaks upon you allowing abundance to flow into you, but also having an attitude that you deserve abundance, right? So if you have the attitude, I deserve abundance. Abundance is my birthright. Abundance is in my DNA. I am meant. The universe is colossal. The universe is so abundant. So it's enough for all of us to have abundance in our life, right? But the question is, do you believe it? That's the question. If you believe it. If you believe that you deserve infinite abundance, infinite meaning constant, it doesn't stop. It'll only stop, or if you don't see it, is because you are still stuck in the Seven of Wands energy. You are fighting your inner self. So you have to come up, come on top, stand tall, and fight for what is right for yourself. All right? So guys, that is the ending of your personal spiritual growth reading. I hope it was helpful. If it resonated, you know what to do. Drop me a comment to let me know that it did resonate, and then you know the rest that you can do. Give me send some electricity to that like button, okay? That's for some of you, if that did resonate for you. Now we're going to move on. One down, two more to go. Now we are going to move on to the love and relationship reading for you guys. And so the message that I got when I pulled out your cards pertaining to this area was, despite your status of boundaries, you still have free will to be attracted to what catches your eye. But your self-respect or love for yourself at the end is more attractive due to your self-worth. Okay? Let me repeat that again. I feel that I need to repeat that again. The message here again is, despite your status of boundaries, you still have free will to be attracted to what catches your eye. But your self-respect or love for yourself at the end is more attractive due to your self-worth. All right? So let's get into it, and let's see what this overall message is about and how it's going to affect you guys moving ahead for this week. So the first card that came out for you guys was the Nine of Cups. Okay? So the Nine of Cups is that you guys don't quite feel emotionally fulfilled when it comes to love. Okay? It's like in the beginning, whoever it was that you might have been dating or who you might have been involved in or what have you, I feel that, and I do feel that it wasn't something that was lasting. It was something that was just like temporary, okay? That is what I'm picking up, that the Nine of Cups is almost getting there, almost getting what you want, but there is still room for improvement, if that makes sense, okay? So the Nine of Cups for me is letting me know that some of you may have been in a relationship where it wasn't evolving, but the relationship was just like based upon just sex. It was more physical attraction than anything else. And when you think about it, and when you look back and say, I want something more than just the physical aspects of this relationship. Or if you're dating, it can be for that too. If you're dating, maybe, you've been dating a lot and now you want to be able to, get into something a little bit more serious. Right quick, guys. I've been doing these kind of 3-part readings, and generally I've just realized when I pulled the cards out and got a message like this, that when I do the love, it almost seems to be similar. So like if you was to go back to my other videos where I was doing this birthday readings, that I kind of got a similar message. Don't know why, but again, I read what comes out. So it just could mean that some of us in life, sometimes we choose, or we wind up with someone that is not for us, or we just realize that in life, at the end, I'm worthy of something more. And sometimes we might, again, I would say, sell ourselves short. And sometimes we just kind of what's the word I want to say? Sometimes we just go with the fun of things, so to speak, right? And in the beginning, it's all fun, it's exciting, right? But it's almost like when you kind of stop and like do a review, an evaluation, and you say to yourself, is this really what I want? Is this really what I want? It's more to it. Like, I want more to it, right? You begin to kind of see that you are worthy for something a little bit more solid, right? And dating or being in a relationship that's not going nowhere, we realize that I want something more, right? So this is what the Nine of Cups represents. I'm sorry for that pause. I was just trying to just get my thoughts together. But the Nine of Cups is, you know, you want something more. You are not quite there, right? Now, moving over, we have the Queen of Swords. So when this card came out, as well as the clarifier that we'll get into momentarily, it lets me know about, or speaks upon just what I just said. It's about knowing your self-worth. Remember, in the overall message, I spoke about self-worth and self-respect, loving yourself. Well, this is what the Queen of Swords energy is about, loving herself or loving himself, because this could be as well, even though it's Queen of Swords here, this can very well mean the King of Swords. So you apply it according to your gender. But right now, it's about the attitude that the Queen of Swords is exuding. It's about self-worth, knowing that at the end, I have to love myself. Now, when speaking about in the message about law of attraction, about, you know, regardless of stature, now one will say, well, a king and a queen, you know, they're very particular, right, when it comes to love and picking and choosing someone. Yes, they can be, but at the end, we have free will, but we are also, along with free will, we are also governed by the law of universal law of attraction, right? We have law of attraction that we are being governed by. So when you put free will and the law of universal attraction at play, then the Queen of Swords or the King of Swords, really, it's no slight against them. It don't diminish their status of who they are and what usually they would pick. No, it's just that, like anybody else, when you're attracted to something, you're attracted to something, right? It's human nature. We all have an attraction towards someone. Sometimes even if we are in a relationship, you know, we go outside and we see someone that's very handsome or very beautiful, we may stare, you know, because it's the natural human nature of being attracted to things that we see. And for some, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, right? So let's not get distracted by the fact of this person's status or the position that they hold, because like I said, we have free will. But now, once we realize what it is that we want, right, now you can understand when I mentioned that now it's about loving yourself and knowing that I am worthy for something more solid, something a little bit more stable, something in the long haul. I'm not about anymore about the temporary, you know, or caught up with the attraction no more, because you realize it's just about the attraction. But when it comes to something long term, you want something in somebody that will really be your soul true mate, your soul connection, right? So that's the energy I got from the Queen of Swords. Now, moving over, we move from the Nine of Cups and we move to the Ten of Cups. But along with the Ten of Cups, you guys, you got the Lovers. Now, the Lovers represents true soul connection. It represents, if you will, your soulmate. Okay, however you want to look at it. Twin flame. But this is somebody that you will be able to appreciate. It's someone that you're going to love and someone that's going to love you for the duration, long haul. This is like a permanent union here. So for those of you that are in fact have been, you know, looking for true love and you are tired of just the dating game, or if you are in a relationship that you are looking to end and you're just no longer happy because it's just built upon just the physical aspect, well, know that it's your time to be able to find true love. Okay, but I feel that this is for some of you that are not like attached in a relationship. I feel that this is more for you single ones out there who maybe, like I said, was just in a relationship, dating, like a dating relationship, and it just, you wanted it to go further, but it just didn't. So this is what I feel. Now, it could very well mean that some of you are in a relationship and maybe you're in the process of coming out of one. So you apply it how it fits for your own, individual life. Now, the Ten of Cups, again, it shows that because it's next to the Lovers, it shows that you guys will, in fact, be meeting someone. You will be connecting with someone that will give you your Ten of Cups. Because remember, the Nine of Cups that started off, it's about not really being quite fulfilled. You're still looking for something. Something is missing, right? Well, whoever this is, it's going to fill that cup up. It's going to give you the overall happiness that you've been wanting and been missing. So this speaks upon a true soul connection. Okay, so that's very good. Now we're going to shift down and we're going to now clarify your cards that came out. Now to clarify the Nine of Cups, you guys, from your Love Oracle deck, we got here the butterfly. The butterfly represents transformation. So it says relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. So it takes me back to the Ten of Cups, but to the Lovers. So for those of you that, like I said, have been wanting something a little bit more solid, it's happening. Because the butterfly represents new beginnings, someone new, but it represents a relationship not only that's being taken to the next phase, but it's going to be something, like I said, that's going to make you overall very happy, because this is what you've been wanting. You don't want no more of that, type of one-night stands, or you just don't want no more of the physical aspects of what you was dealing with that other person. So now things is going to start to come toward what it is that you want for yourself, right? Now, to clarify the Queen of Swords, this was very funny when this came out. You guys got not today. Because when you look at the Queen of Swords, her back is turned. So whoever this is that maybe don't want to end things off with you, the Queen of Swords is saying not today. Or the King of Swords, because like I said, it can also be for the masculine, is saying not today. I am done. Let's just call this an end. Let's put an end to this. I had fun while it lasted, but right now I'm looking for something a little bit more stable. I'm looking for a relationship, and maybe even taking things further along above that. But for now, I need to be able to put myself in a position to have someone that will give me that. So for now, what they say, talk to the hand, you're moving away, not today. So you can call me all you want, you can email me, you can text me, not today, I don't want to hear it. That's it, okay? So that's the attitude, and it's very representative of the Queen attitude, because like I said, if you zoomed in and really saw the attitude and the behavior, it's like, not today, right? Okay, so now to clarify the Lovers card, we got keys on a ring. So now, these cards that is coming out is really reflecting upon what the outcome is going to be for you guys, because in keys on a ring, it says many options, decision, unconditional, string along, one night stands. So you guys are now beginning to go from that one night stand, as I mentioned a few minutes ago. You're going from that temporary type of dating relationship, or whatever you want to call it, and now you're about to transform. Remember that butterfly? You're about to now get into something more to your lacking, which will give you your Ten of Cups. And then right next to the bottom of it, you guys got engagement ring. So this can't be any more clearer than this. So what does engagement ring mean? It says engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. When this came out, I was so flabbergasted, if that's how I'm pronouncing it right, because I'm like, oh my God, it goes hand in hand with the Ten of Cups. Because I mentioned that the Ten of Cups is about completion. It's about a union. It's about something that's solid, but it's a true partnership. And that's what, as well, your Lover's card represents. Partnership, soul connection, true, authentic connection. Someone that you can spend the rest of your life with, long term. This is solidity, stability, commitment at its highest. And again, going back to the Ten of Cups, you will have your happily ever after, so to speak, right? So that makes sense. Now, to clarify your love oracles, we are rounding out and closing out with the final messages of what your angels have to say. We always like to incorporate the advice and the suggestion, or just kind of see what your spirit guides have to say pertaining to this area of your life. So to clarify that butterfly, you guys got attraction. And it says, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So basically, this was just speaking about the past, of what it is that you guys are leaving behind or what you have left behind, because it was just based on just the physicalities of what you was getting, right? It was just all based upon attraction. You didn't have nothing else going on. So the fact that this came out, it just kind of confirms that this is why you guys have got into that Queen of Swords or even the King of Swords attitude, because you want something more than just mere attraction, right? It's only good while it lasts, but it wears off. And then you have what? What do you have left? If all you have left is just attraction, it's not. It also cannot mean that it's not love. Maybe the person didn't love you. Maybe you tried to love the person, but they didn't love you, and you're like, no, this is not me. Okay. Now, to clarify, not today, you guys got love yourself first. The message here says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So, again, the Queen of Swords or the King of Swords did just that. Loving oneself first, to know that there's more of me to love than just the physical aspect. I have so much more to offer, but it only have to take one person to really benefit from that, not who I was dealing with, right? So this was very fitting, and this is exactly the attitude of the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords, that you love yourself first. Because when you love yourself first, then you are in fact going to attract someone even of greater stature as you, or right at your level, because they see people have a tendency anyway to respect people that respect themselves. So if you don't respect yourself, how are you going to allow or expect other people to respect you, right? So it always have to start. Always find yourself and respect yourself first, because at the end you're going to get the best type of mate that you can because of that respect. Because at the same time, there is boundaries that you are creating of yourself. I'm not going to take this, because that's not respectful. So you've got to respect this, all right? And now to close out, guys, to clarify the engagement ring and the keys on the ring, we got children. This message here says your love life is being affected by children. So for some of you, now this part will resonate with maybe a few of you. Maybe you guys had children, and maybe the person that you was dealing with, that was a problem for them. And maybe that could be one reason why they didn't want to go further in a relationship. Maybe they are single and didn't have any kids, and maybe they want to continue to not have kids, and maybe that's not the thing for them at this time. So like I said, for some of you, you might have had kids that might have been a problem or an issue for them. But this is why the Ten of Cups is here, because the Ten of Cups represents the whole 9 yards. The happy home, the happy life, but it represents family. This is like your family card, the Ten of Cups, because if you notice, here on the end, you have kids, you have children here. So again, going back to these energies of engagement ring, and even just the lovers, you're going to find somebody that's going to be able to not only love you, but accept and love your children as well. And when you find somebody that is going to do that, that is going to make you ultimately very happy. All right? So guys, that is what I got for you from your love and your relationship area. So again, once again, if it resonated and it's something that perhaps you are dealing with, or you might be dealing with coming up, well, you know what to do. Let me know. Hit me a comment. Drop me a comment. And send some of your electricity to that thumbs like button to like it. Now, 2 down, 1 more to go, and we have approached your very last part of your reading, and this is your job, career, money, finance reading. Okay? Now, for some of you, maybe those other 2 parts didn't resonate, or maybe it wasn't your story, but maybe this might in some way identify with what you might be dealing with when it comes to this particular area. Now, the overall message here for your job, career, money, finance is, it's judgment time. Good karma is coming. You finally are getting what's rightfully yours. Okay? So, let's get right into it. So the first card that came out, guys, was the 7 of Swords. Now, generally the 7 of Swords is an energy that can be deceptive. It can be sneaky. It can also just be a person that perhaps is in the middle of doing something and they are moving in silence. But for me, as I pulled out your other cards, for me, this is representing when it comes to job and career. Some of you might have been discriminated upon, and I will get more into it as we go deeper into your reading. But I feel that some of you might have had a boss, or you might be at a job that opportunities, maybe certain positions or certain status in terms of advancement might have been taken away from you. I feel that maybe some of you, because of your age, and this is the part where I picked up discrimination. Now, although no job's supposed to discriminate, you know, but sometimes it's still there. It might be subtle, but you never know what goes on behind closed doors when it comes to the big bosses, right? And I feel that some of you, because of your age, because the 7 of Swords here also is an energy of a younger person, right? It's not an old person here. This is like an energy of a younger person. So I feel that some of you might have had positions that might have gone to someone younger than you. And maybe they have lied to you. So deception can come into play. So maybe some of you have been lied to in terms of getting the truth behind why I keep getting, you know, why I'm not getting these positions, why I'm not getting, you know, this raise, whatever it might be. So this is probably why this came out, because like I said, this is probably some of you that are dealing with it when it comes to your job, particularly with your job, right? That this is what is going on behind closed doors, okay? Now, also, next to that, from the bottom, you guys got the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups, to me, lets me know that although opportunities have been passing you by, lets me know that there is, in fact, something. This is where judgment or good karma now is starting to take shape here, because you guys are now going to see, sometime soon, you're going to see a change in your money and finance. When it comes to maybe a career, maybe some of you even might leave your current job and get into a career that is going to give you more fulfillment than at this job, right? Because when you think about a job and a career, they both are 2 different types of things, right? A job is having a job, but you are under someone. You are the employee, not the employer. So when you have a job, you're generally, per se, working for someone else. A career, generally sometimes, can give you the ability to work for oneself, right? So however you see it, it's almost like there is an opportunity, some kind of a partnership that is going to be coming towards you. Maybe you and someone else might go into partnership, because the Two of Cups is about a partnership. But it also can be like a contract that you might not think it's coming, or some kind of a financial breakthrough that you don't see that is coming your way. Right? So this is a very good positive card. And how I know that is because, guys, right next to that, or moving over to the second card, you guys got the Sun. The Sun is a very, not only is it a major arcana, but it's one of the brightest successful cards in your tarot deck, because it speaks about promise. It speaks about fulfillment and success. So again, if you are in a situation where you are working for someone and things is not going the way you expect, you're not getting that promotion, you're not getting that raise, things in other people is being given to other people but not to you, like I said, I feel that now wherever it is that you're about to leave, you're going to leave this, wherever this is, and you're going to be moving somewhere else, okay? And it's going to allow you to, it's not going to focus on, it's not going to discriminate, because I feel like there's discrimination here involved some kind of way. So because of your age, regardless of your age, it's not going to discriminate. It's going to be fair. It's going to be true. It's going to support you. It's going to give you that opportunity regardless of what your age is. So with that being said, it's going to allow you to advance and really bring out the best in you when it comes to this area, okay? If that makes sense. Now, how also I know that this is going to be something that is going to maybe even take you out of, not only out of that job or that location. You guys got the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is different messages. It's waiting for your ships to come in, okay? But also it could be travel. You might travel towards something new altogether that, again, I feel that it's something that is coming your way that you don't quite see. It's going to really take you off by surprise. But also it could be you moving for a new start, starting fresh, okay? So it could be three of those things, okay? Again, you would know how this will make sense for you in terms of your own personal in that area, in this area of your life, okay? So either some of you are moving completely, or you are going to be waiting for this opportunity to come to you, or you are going to be moving away altogether from this old place that you've been working at for some time. Maybe you feel that now it's time for me to change. So there's going to be some changes in you guys' job and career that is on the horizon, that is going to ultimately give you and have you to be in this energy of the Sun, okay? Now, I'm going to try to speed it up here because I don't want to take too much of your time. Now, remember I spoke about judgment in your overall message. So again, this is where it speaks about karma. So those of you that have done sneaky things, deceptiveness towards you behind your back, justice is now here. Judgment is here. Good karma now is coming to you. So if you've been discriminated by, if you have been looked over, if you haven't gotten the job that you deserve, or if you haven't landed that career, well, now things is about to shift and change. Now, next to that card, you guys, you also got the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles kind of to me is representative of the fact that things have been taken away from you more so than given to you. So this is why I said now is the time. This energy speaks about now is the time that you guys are going to see money coming towards you, or it's your time to see things coming in your favor, okay? Now, we're going to shift gears here for a second, because I just want to say that when I saw the Six of Pentacles, it also gave me the feeling that it could be some of my older people out there, the seniors at this time, that perhaps if you have not been getting what you was looking for in terms of maybe your Social Security benefits, some type of pension, whatever it is that you've been, maybe you are retired, or maybe you are disabled. And like I said, you have been, receiving Social Security benefits. This is the time that you guys are going to see a shift and things getting better. You're going to see what was lost and what was meant for you that you didn't get. Now it's going to be a turnaround. You're going to start getting what was lost and meant for you is going to come to you now, okay? So it could be that you could be maybe getting more than you expected, a larger check monthly, okay? Maybe again, like I said, if you retired, maybe there was some type of money that was owed to you and you've been waiting on it and you haven't seen it. Now you're going to see it. Okay, now you might not see it immediately in terms of like this week, but remember that these readings here is also a projection of the future. So, which means you can maybe see this turnaround, or all the money that should be owed back to you, you might start to see it somewhere at the end of this month, maybe in another 2 weeks, but this energy of it shows that now judgment time is here. And things is going to go in your favor. Okay, so that was just like a side message that I picked up for my seniors out there that may have been, looking for something in the past and you never got it. And I feel that now you're going to see it. Okay, now we're going to move over to the King of Pentacles. And next to that was the Hangman. Okay, so it lets me know that you guys have been in the Hangman spirit, or this type of attitude, because like I said, things haven't been going in your favor. So you have been on this waiting type of energy. You've just been waiting for things to happen. However this will apply for you. Either been waiting for that job position or that promotion, waiting for money to come in from your pension or your Social Security. However this is, you guys have been waiting for something. But now things is going to, like I said, move ahead because you got the sun here. Once the sun come up in a reading, it promises success, but it heals. So whatever it is that you have been kind of very low energy about, the sun is going to help elevate you. It's going to make you happy because of what's to come. So you might not see it, but it's coming. So the sun kind of gives you that promise and that confirmation that it is on its way, okay? And you're not going to no more be in this kind of hangman position, okay? But again, going back to the King of Pentacles, it represents a lot of money. It represents money that you're going to receive, an influx of money that you're going to receive. However this applies for you, whether it be with taxes, maybe there were taxes that they owed you, that will come to you. Again, pension, Social Security, anything else. Maybe there was some kind of 401k, something that went wrong in the past. Now you're going to see it. This can also apply for those of you that may have invested in money that you didn't see yet and you've been waiting for it. It applies for that as well. So in whatever financial situation that has been like a delay, the delay is going to be over from what I can see here. Because like I said, the sun is a big energy. It's the brightest energy in the deck, and it shows promise. So hang in there a little bit more. And like I said, for some of you, in terms of, I don't like to give a time frame, but this can be in the next 6 days for some of you. It could be 6 weeks, or it could be 6 months. And 6 months is like, I don't know if I can wait. But that's just a variation of how, for some of you, for some it could be 6 days. So within this week, you might see something that pop in. Or for 6 weeks, another month or so. And then for some, because the King of Pentacles is something big. So maybe all of this will take about 6 months to kind of complete. Maybe there's some paperwork that's being done, and it's going to take about 6 months to complete. And then you will see this big, unexpected lump sum money coming in. All right? Now, we shift over to clarify the Three of Wands, and we have here the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups also was, next to that was the Ace of Pentacles. So you have a lot of money energies that is going on at play here, but they're all positive because the Ace of Pentacles speaks about something coming in, something new, something that's going to be given to you or offered to you. So this can go back to your job. And when I think about the Three of Wands, some of you might be giving, some of you might be deciding if you, to get this career opportunity, some of you might have to leave, to relocate toward this. So you're going to have a lot going on in terms of making decisions or just deciding what should I do. You're going to be nervous about it, but because the sun is here, it shows that if you make the decision to go ahead and accept it and take it, it's going to be successful. Okay, so don't hesitate. That opportunity seems very legitimate. But overall, it's something that's going to make you happy, right? Because you deserve it. Now, shifting down to, as we wind down, to clarify the Seven of Swords that was above your judgment and the Six of Pentacles. Guess what came out, guys? We have great fortune. And this is, by the way, from the Kipper deck that I'm pulling this card from. And this is clarifying the Seven of Swords and the Judgment along with the Six of Pentacles. Great fortune. What did I say? Now, this great fortune is going to be different from all of you. You might get great fortune in terms of your job. It could just be a big financial opportunity. It could be, some of you, great fortune will be your career. That's going to set you off and your earnings is going to be six-figure or more. Okay? That can be great fortune for some of you. Great fortune can also be, again, speaking about the pensions and the Social Security, it could be something that you haven't had, they cheated you out of, and now it's coming back. And it's more than what you thought. Okay? So take this as it resonates for you, but because of it's here, it's showing that there's some kind of big money that is coming to you guys. Now, moving over from that, we have community. Okay, community is, again, when I think about the Three of Wands, community could just be, to me, just change from the old. So community could be a change that you are looking to leave your old job. But also, when I spoke about the Three of Wands, meaning that some of you might have to decide if you want to leave toward this new opportunity. So I feel that for some of you, you may, in fact, leave your job and go to another job. So you'll be changing your location from where you work now. For others of you, it might be where you might, when you get all of this money, two things. It'll be enough money where you just want to just start fresh again. Maybe all of this have stressed you out and it's like, I just want to get out of here. So you are looking to move, okay, to a new community. And then for some of you, maybe you will be changing. Like I said, it just goes back to some kind of change, whether it be your physical change, moving out of your home, moving to another location altogether. Whatever this change is, it's going to involve a new set of people. A new set of people in the workplace, a new set of people in your newfound neighborhood. I'm sorry, guys. My tablet went out. It stopped recording for a moment, so I had to reset it. That's just a cue to tell me I'm talking too much. I need to wrap it down. So that's what I got for community. And now for your last card to clarify the Three of Wands along with the Ace of Pentacles and your Seven of Cups, we got bad health. Now, don't get alarmed. Bad health doesn't have to be physical. Remember earlier when I spoke about that you guys might have been discriminated by because of your age? So to me, the person that's laying in this bed here is someone older. So I felt that, like I said, some of you have been discriminated because of your age. And maybe the job was just having you just hang on. They would just pretty much use you for whatever reason it was. But I felt that this energy was just speaking about someone of an age level, someone who's older. So, and next to it, we got house. And this is what I'm saying when I spoke about community, that some of you are going to be relocating to move all together and just start a new, fresh life, okay? And we close out with your angels of abundance. So what do your angel of abundance have to say for you? They say that when all this money comes in, this is the advice they want you to know. Pay yourself first. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you have savings to invest in your present and your future. And I'm going to leave it there. Okay, guys, I've taken enough of your time. I want you to go and celebrate. For some of you that hanged on to hear the duration of this reading. Now it's time for you to get back and to go and celebrate your happy birthday. And again, happy born day to you Aquarians who are celebrating a birthday today. I'm wishing all of you a wonderful birthday, and stay positive. And I really hope that these readings that I did for you today was somewhat helpful, and that if it did resonate, send some electricity to that thumbs like button. Drop me a comment. Let me know how it did resonate with you. And until the next birthday shout out, have a good one. Peace, love, and light. Namaste. Bye.